Arguably, Bellator MMA's two brightest prospects will fight in these next 2 weekends at Bellator 205 and 206. Which one will become champion first? AJ McKee or Aaron Pico?
Want me to go first?
And get this, they actually train together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's competitive it's competitive for them, but at the same time, they're just making each other better, you know? Yeah, go ahead, Goose.
I'm going to go with Aaron Pico only because his wins are more destructive. And I think it's just harder and harder to play that whole grooming a fighter thing with a guy like that. So I'm going to go with him.
Okay, how about you, Dan?
Aaron Pico's, I think, the more name. A lot of that because of the the hype, and not saying in a negative way. It's, just deserve it. But it's funny, McKee's been around longer, not just professionally when you look at the amount of fights, but even you look at McKee's amateur career. And you look at him right now, he's got a nice spot in Bellator 205, obviously coming up. And sure, Pico's going to be facing Leandro Higo, which is a nice step up for him, a real solid step up at Bellator 206 at the end of the month. So he's not too far behind. But I believe it said first, and I think that's a key word. Who's going to become champion first? So I'm going to go with McKee if we're going for first. We can argue for days on as far as their ceiling and where they're going to go. But who's going to get there first? I think McKee's got a bit of a lead.
All right, this one's tough, and I'll tell you why. First of all, Pico has what I think most people, 90% say that strongest base is your wrestling.
Yeah.
So he's got not only the skills, but the drive of just how much those athletes are pushed to not break mentally or physically. Mentally, that's the important part. So he's got that. He came up just short from representing the United States in the Olympics, but he's like a world-class level type guy. Secondly, Bellator signed him early and made a big deal out of it, which leads me to believe they pay him a little bit more. But McKee has more of the superstar written all over him in terms of because he's flashy in the chains and he talks, whereas the other kid's more respectful, where all of a sudden that could change quickly, and now all of a sudden he could be commanding bigger dollars and he could just be their bigger star regardless of their past. Also, Pico's been wrestling all his life, but guess what? McKee's been MMAing all his life.
Yeah.
This one's tough.
He's new.
And I think Dan said something key. Which one do you think will just become a champion first? And I think I have to agree with McKee. So this was an excellent question.
It was a nightmare of a question. When I heard Dan actually read it to me, and I was like, dude, I don't know what.
So really McKee, is that what we all said? Because I just talked for like 10 minutes. So
I ended up going Pico.
Pico, okay.
But I totally understand where you guys are coming from.
Now, here's what is happening as of now. All right, there's still a few minutes left for you to vote if you want to throw your hat, into the center there. 69% are saying Pico, 31% are saying McKee. We'll see how this finishes out. We fast forwarded this a bit because of the technical glitch that we had, so the voting may shift a little bit, but that's where it's at right now. And I'm still gonna rack my brain, and who knows, maybe we'll tackle this one once they both fight and do it all once more. But kudos to Bellator for having both guys.